Hey everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kenny and Andy McPhee.
Yeah, so that one sort of stretched you thin a bit with the techno stuff. Is that right?
Well, it was I'd not it was a big learning curve because I hadn't I've done a lot of practical effects. I mean, in Ladder 49, all the big explosions and fire and all of it in that film, that was all done practically. There were no visual effects in that movie. It was all real. So in this case, I had well, I'll tell you this brief little story, which was important to me because yeah, there were so many visual effects in this movie. Even there's visual effects in it that you don't even know are visual effects, which are some of my favorite kind of visual effects, where they're just invisible. And the movie wasn't all necessarily just the creature, it was all sorts of stuff. And I was a few days into shooting, maybe even a week into shooting the movie. And it was kind of getting overwhelming because there was just so much to keep up with and to make sure that we weren't missing anything. And I had sitting next to me our visual effects supervisor, which is a fellow named Joe Lettieri. Now, Joe runs Weta Digital. Joe Peter brought down to New Zealand from Industrial Light and Magic, where Joe really, because Joe did created the dinosaurs for Jurassic Park, which is a big leap in technology when that movie came out. And then Joe went down to New Zealand to do the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and he just stayed. And he's done all of Peter's movies, but he also created this amazing company with Weta along with Peter. And so Joe was sitting at the seat next to me, and I said, Joe, it's like this is so much to keep up with it. And he said the thing that just completely calmed me down as one of the great pieces of advice I ever got. He said, Jay, we make these things one shot at a time. Now, if you think about that, it's just suddenly this massive thing just suddenly crunched down to something very simple, which is just focus on one shot at a time and you'll get through it. And that's the way I approach the whole rest of the movie. I stopped thinking about, oh my God, I've got 1,000 visual effects shots or whatever. It's just like, nope, we do them one shot at a time. I thought that was a great piece of advice.
Yeah, that's awesome. I should let you know that when I saw it in theaters, The Water Horse, I assure you that at the very end, when Crusoe, roared as his goodbye to Angus, and then goes hopping around enjoying the ocean water, the whole theater was like clapping and cheering.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. That's great to hear. That's great to hear.
Yeah, and I remember seeing some people leaving with tears in their eyes.
Even better.
Yeah. And it was just great. I actually remember as well that when I was sitting in my chair and then the closing scene where a young person finds the next water horse egg without realizing what they're in for. I remember hearing someone being like, "Oh, I know where this is going."
You know who that kid was who found the egg at the end? That's my son.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's my little cameo in there. I put him in there to find the egg. So which we
Yeah.
by the way we have sitting on the shelf in our house, that egg. I should have
Are
brought it.
you
Yeah.
are you
You
willing
want me
to
to go
send a
get it? I'll
picture?
go get it.
Yeah. Can we see it if you don't mind?
Yeah, hang on 1 second. I'll be back.
Okay.
I have two things to show you. I mean, here is the egg that Alex signs, and and is here is the model of the young Crusoe.
Crusoe. Hi, Crusoe.
That's him. Um, I have a larger Crusoe head, but he's too big to carry. I've got the what we call the teenager Crusoe. I've got his head in another room, but it's too big. to carry. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, I should have thought to bring those. But now the job that they did, I mean, on this egg is just great. They kind of base the inside. There's this shell down in New Zealand called Paua. They're Paua shells, and so they made it to almost look like a Paua shell on the inside of it.
Looks to me like one of those jeweled encrusted eggs made in Russia, I think. A little bit of jewelry, a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, no, it was very cool.
It
And
looks very nice.
the pieces on when he cracks the egg open, they had these magnetic pieces that, so that is the magnet was holding them on, and so he would when he take his knife and pop it open, it looks like he's cracking the egg, but it was just they were all magnetic pieces.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome, man. I'm sure a lot of people will love to see that when this airs.
Yeah, when kids come over to the house, they always want to see that egg, so I always have to drag the egg out to show them.
Yeah, it's priceless. That'll probably be worth something in 1,000 years.
Yeah, I won't be around to see it, so I hope so.
Yeah. So, where can people find you?
Well, I'm on Instagram and on Twitter. Now I'm on Blue Sky and Facebook is more of just kind of a just for friends and stuff. But Instagram is where I'll post a lot of stuff from movie stuff and that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm on those. I think my name on those on Instagram is Dogskip, Dogskip on Instagram.
Sounds good. So, what are your hopes for 2025?
Well, I got a couple of projects, sort of pet projects that I've been trying to get made. It's the industry has changed a lot over the last few years, and so the water horse probably wouldn't be made now in the current environment. So you have to find alternate ways to get your pet projects made. So which means going out and finding independent financing, blah blah blah. But I'm at the point in life and career that I just want to do stuff that I want to do with the people that I want to do it with. So if it takes a little longer, that's fine.
Yeah, for sure. That's all I have for now, but I thank you once again for your time, Jay.
No, you're most welcome. Enjoyed talking with you, Doug. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. So, everybody, please follow Jay on his social media profiles and watch The Water Horse Legend of the Deep. It's a fantastic movie with significance of, great moralities and understanding, and growth, a lot of self-growth. And we'll see you next time on RNU and happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia saying so long and I'm smarter than the average bear. Gee.